Good morning, my lovely students. In today's lesson, we are going to talk about form a question using the present perfect tense with for. رح نحكي عن تكوين سؤال باستخدام المضارع التام مع for. What do you mean of the present perfect tense? شو يعني زمن المضارع التام؟ We have explained it in the first semester. Have and has plus verb 3. إذا بتتذكروا يا سادس أخذناه بالفصل الأول اللي هو كنا نستخدم have و has plus verb 3 مع التصريف الثالث للفعل. We use it with the keywords just, already, for, since. كنا نستخدمه مع الكلمات اللي هم just, already, for, since. Today we are going to focus on using for. We use for when we want to talk about an indefinite time in the past. اليوم تركيزنا باستخدام for. بنستخدمها للتكلم عن وقت غير محدد في الماضي. Look at the worksheet. انظر على ورقة العمل أمامك. Number 1. She has been a teacher for 5 years. Here we use for to talk about the duration that she has been a teacher for. استخدمت for بالجملة حتى أتكلم عن المدة اللي هي كانت فيها معلمة. She has been a teacher for 5 years. طبعا ل5 سنوات. هون أنا حكيت وقت غير محدد، حكيت 5 سنوات بشكل عام، ما حكيت من أي سنة لأي سنة، ما حكيت مثلا من 2015، ما حددت الوقت. عشان هيك بعتبر for استخدامها to talk about an indefinite time in the past، وقت غير محدد في الماضي. هلا how do we form a question? We use how long, then we switch between the subject she and has. Then we put verb 3. Look at the question. How long has she been a teacher? استخدمت how long اللي هي منذ متى أو كم من الوقت، أداة استفهام. بعدين عملنا switch يعني بدلنا بين subject she وبين has. واضح؟ How long has she been a teacher؟ وبكمل السؤال. Question mark. The form of the question يا فادس. يلا look at the form of the question. How long plus has plus singular subject he, she, it plus verb 3. يعني مع singular subject we use has. عندي how long plus have plus plural subject they, we, you plus verb 3. طبعا at the end of the question we put a question mark. Look at the examples. Number 1. How long has he worked as a fireman? Here we have a singular subject he, so we use it with has. 2. How long have you been a doctor? I have been a doctor for 3 years. 3. How long has she played basketball? She has played basketball for 2 years. Now, open your student book, page 65, to answer exercises number 2 and 3. You are going to listen to me while reading the conversation between Layla and her uncle. حتى تستطيع الإجابة على تمرين 2 وتمرين 3 رح تستمعوا إلي يا سادس لما أقرأ هلأ المحادثة between Layla and her uncle. Exercise number 2. What job does Layla's uncle do? After reading the conversation between Layla and her uncle رح نعرف الإجابة. Layla. Hi Uncle Ali. We are learning about jobs at school. Can I ask you some questions? هلا هون Layla is telling her uncle Ali that she wants to ask him some questions about jobs. Okay? بدها تسأله بعض الأسئلة عن الوظائف. Uncle Ali, yes of course, Layla. So, you are a university librarian. How long have you been interested in libraries? Uncle Ali, I have been interested in libraries for 20 years. I first visited a university library when I was 17. I loved it. Layla, when did you study to be a librarian? Uncle Ali, I studied to be a librarian after I finished university. هو درس إنه كيف يكون أمين مكتبة. librarian معناها أمين مكتبة. after I finished university بعد ما نهى أو انتهى من الجامعة. ليلى, so how long have you worked as a librarian? Uncle Ali, I have worked as a librarian for 15 years. Layla, for 15 years? Uncle Ali, yes, in my first job, I worked in a small library in my town. Layla, what happened next? Uncle Ali, I got my job 12 years ago. Now I help university students to find books every day. I love my job. Layla, so you have worked in the library at the University of Jordan for 12 years. Uncle Ali, yes, that's right. Layla, what an interesting job. Thanks, Uncle Ali. So, what job does Layla's uncle do? Layla's uncle is a librarian. وظيفته هو عبارة عن أمين مكتبة. Exercise number 3. According to the conversation that we read, we are going to answer exercise number 3. How long have you been interested in libraries? For 20 years. Excellent. 2. How long have you worked as a librarian? I have worked as a librarian for 5 or 15 for 15 years. هو اشتغل لمدة 15 سنة كأمين مكتبة. Question number 3. How long have you worked at the University of Jordan? I have worked at the University of Jordan for 12 years. For 12 years هي الإجابة الصحيحة. واضح يا سادس؟ Now move to exercise number 4. In this exercise, you are going to answer these questions about yourself. Number 1. How long have you been a pupil at this school? يعني كم من الوقت أنت كنت تلميذ بهاي المدرسة؟ I have been a pupil at this school for 5 years. 2. How long have you lived in your house? I have lived in my house for 10 years. هلا أنت ممكن إجابتك سادس تكون مختلفة. مثلا I have lived in my house for 3 years or for 2 years. Okay? 3. How long have you studied English? I have studied English for 8 years. 4. The last question. How long have you known your best friend? إنه كم من الوقت أنت بتعرف زميلك المفضل أو صديقك المفضل. I have known my best friend for 9 years. واضح يا سادس؟ هاي بالنسبة استخدام المضارع التام بتكوين السؤال مع for. حلوا التمارين ويعطيكم ألف عافية جميعاً.